Dear students, welcome to this last session on the chapter functions in Python. And in this session, we will be discussing the possible questions from this chapter that can be asked in the examination. Here we will be having theoretical questions as well as the programming questions that can be asked from this chapter. Okay. So let us start with the theoretical questions. So these are some theoretical questions that can be asked from this chapter. First one is, what are functions? Explains their advantage in programming. Number two, a program having multiple functions is considered better designed than a program without functions. Why? What all information does a function header gives about the function? Then we have some one word questions, question answers also. The definition of a function in Python starts with the keyword. Dash statement is used to send the computed data back from a function. Dash is the default return value for a function that does not return any value explicitly. So these are the questions. There are many questions that are designed. So you can just go through these questions, and all these questions have been discussed in the theoretical portions. And if you are finding it difficult to give the answers, that means you have not gone through the videos completely or with full attention. So I request you to again visit the playlist and go through all those videos slowly or at your grasping speed, and then come back to this section and you will be able to answer all these questions. Okay, so these are the questions. These are having true, false, one word answers, differentiations. Okay, so all the chapter has been covered in these theoretical questions. So this is the last question, is very important. The terms suitable for the following descriptions. Okay, so these are the theoretical questions that are derived from the chapter functions for you, and I hope that this will help you in preparing for your exams, and this will be, I think, enough from the theoretical part. If you prepare these questions, it will be more than enough for you to answer any of the questions in your examination up to your board examination. Okay, so let's go to the next part, that is programming section. Okay, so this is the programming section in which I have mentioned some questions, but all the questions that you have done in class 11th can be done again with the help of functions. So you should be able to program any of the questions that were in your syllabus in class 11th and the extra questions that have been mentioned here, and all the questions that will follow this year also, that you should be able to do with the help of functions. Okay, so these are some basic questions that can be asked using functions. Okay, so any of the question that was there in your books can be asked with the use of function. Okay, so there are two categories of program: one program with function and the same program without function. And I have also told you the approach how to make a program. If you know the program without function, then how you should convert it into a program with the use of function. We have discussed this thing in the practical session. So if you have skipped that session, please go back there and you will be able to do any of the questions that your 11th syllabus contains. Okay, so it will be very easy for you to make the program using functions after going through that video. Okay, I will give the link of that video at the end of this lesson also. So these are the programming questions, and at the end I have also prepared some output based questions that will be asked in your board examination, or before that when your school reopens and you have some periodic test that can be asked. There will be a question of 2 or 3 marks based on these outputs. Okay, so these are some output questions. First, try them yourself in your notebook, and these are the basics of these answering these questions is to consider yourself as a Python interpreter. When you will convert your mind and as a Python interpreter, you will be able to understand how to solve this output based questions and what will be the output. So the basic rule is you should start from the top level statements, and whenever there is a function call, you should jump to the function definition, and after executing the function body, you should come back to the same line where you left. And if you are coming with some value, then the line from where you left will be replaced by that value, and that's how you get the answer of a output based question. Here we also have some questions based on default arguments and named argument, so this will be a good practice for you. Okay, so these are the questions that are based on outputs. You can find many more of these questions in your books, or you can also find them online. So the base of solving these output based questions on function is you should start from the first top level statement, then move downwards, and whenever there is a call to the function body, what you will do is you will just go to the function body and execute that function body, and in a rough section you should write all the values of the variables that are being used, and you should change them accordingly, and then you can get the perfect answers. Okay, so try to run these programs first on your notebook and then note your answer, and then type these programs in your IDEs on your computers or mobiles, so that you can cross check your answers. They are very simple, but they will require some brainstorming from your side. Okay, so functions are very easy, but the main thing that is involved is switching of execution frame. You have to switch from main frame to the function frame, then come back, then again jump. So this requires some brainstorming. Otherwise functions are very easy because the logic is same, but that logic has been put somewhere else. Okay, so you just keep in mind that the function, whenever you have a function call, you will jump from that function call to the function definition. Okay, then you will be able to execute those commands, and then after that, after executing all of them, you just come back to the same statement where you left. Okay, so this is the basic. So these are the questions. Again I am showing you. These are the questions that can be asked, or there can be many more from the output section. So this was all about the possible questions from this chapter. You can explore more questions from internet and from your from your course books also. And if you find any question difficult to answer, the answers can be found in the theoretical sections we have discussed, or if something has been skipped from my side, you can tell me that. We will have a discussion on those topics separately. Okay, so I hope that you will go through all those theoretical lessons and then will be followed by the practical lessons, and at the end you will be coming to this session on possible questions, and following the sequence you will be able to understand the gist of the lesson. And I'm 100% sure that after going through all those videos you will be able to code any program with the help of functions. Okay, so don't lose heart, keep your hard work spirit on, try to maximize, try to use this time to the maximum, and try to learn all the things that are there in the theoretical lessons, and keep revising and keep practicing. The thing that I have told you for this programming section is, more you practice, the more solid will be your foundation. Okay, so function is the foundation of any programming language, because you have to design a project also in future. So this will be the base of it. So if this base is solid, then you can make a great building structure on this foundation. Okay, so keep practicing, and if you have any doubts, please ask them in the comment section. And this is the end of this chapter. It is the functions, and as promised earlier, I will be having a bonus video lesson for you, and the topic that we will be discussing will not be disclosed now. You will be getting the content in the when we start that video only. So please wait for that video, and after that we will be starting with our next chapter, that is recursion. Okay, so see you in the bonus video. Stay tuned to our channel and keep practicing the programs.